The way you wake up is not neutral. It is not random. It is not insignificant. The first moments of your morning quietly decide how your nervous system will experience the rest of the day. Long before motivation appears, before discipline is tested, before challenges arrive, the body and mind have already chosen a direction. Most people never realize this. They treat mornings as something to survive instead of something to design. When you wake up in a state of urgency, distraction, or resistance, your brain interprets the day as a threat. Cortisol rises too fast. Attention fragments. The mind begins reacting instead of leading. This is why so many people feel tired before the day even starts. Not because they slept too little, but because their nervous system never entered a state of control. High performance does not begin with hustle. It begins with regulation. There was a time when my mornings were chaotic. Alarm, phone, notifications, noise, comparison. Rush of information before my mind had even oriented itself to reality. I thought this was normal. Everyone did it. But normal is not optimal, and normal is often the enemy of clarity. Neuroscience is clear on this. In the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking, the brain transitions from delta and theta waves into alpha and beta states. This window is highly sensitive. Whatever you expose your mind to during this period sets the tone for focus, stress, and emotional regulation for hours. Most people flood this window with stimulation, then wonder why their focus collapses by midday. A high-performance morning routine is not about doing more. It is about doing the right things in the right order. Sequence matters. Timing matters. Intention matters. The first rule is simple but uncomfortable. Do not reach for instant stimulation. No phone, no scrolling, no noise. When you grab stimulation immediately, you train the brain to seek reward before effort. You tell your nervous system that the external world controls your internal state. This creates dependency. Instead, begin with stillness. Even 2 or 3 minutes of conscious breathing recalibrates the system. Slow nasal breathing lowers cortisol and increases vagal tone. The body shifts from reactive to receptive. This is not spirituality. This is physiology. Next comes light. Natural light if possible. Sunlight in the eyes, without screens, anchors circadian rhythm, improves dopamine regulation, and signals wakefulness without stress. If there is no sunlight, artificial bright light still matters. Darkness breeds lethargy. Light creates alert calmness. Movement follows. Not extreme exercise, not punishment. Gentle, intentional movement, stretching, walking, mobility. This wakes up the body without triggering threat. The goal is circulation, not exhaustion. When the body moves, the brain follows. Then comes silence or prayer. This is where direction replaces noise. A few minutes of reflection, gratitude, or intention setting grounds the mind. It reminds you that you are not a victim of the day. You are a participant. Spiritual grounding here is not about belief systems. It is about perspective. Urgency shrinks when meaning expands. Most people skip this and jump straight into consumption, emails, news, messages. Other people's priorities invade the mind before it has chosen its own. This is how focus dies quietly. A high-performance morning protects attention like a scarce resource because it is. Nutrition matters, but simplicity wins. Protein first, hydration first. Stable blood sugar prevents dopamine crashes later. Ultra-sweet, ultra-processed breakfasts create energy spikes followed by mental fog. What you eat in the morning programs your appetite, cravings, and clarity for the rest of the day. After the body is regulated, the mind is ready for direction. This is when planning happens. Not overwhelming to-do lists. 1 to 3 priorities. Clear, specific, executable. The brain handles clarity better than ambition. When the task is defined, resistance decreases. This routine is not about perfection. It is about consistency. The brain learns through repetition, not intensity. When you repeat a calm, structured morning, your nervous system begins to trust you, anxiety lowers, focus improves, decision fatigue decreases. Halfway through building this structure, many people realize they struggle to maintain it alone. There are guidance materials that help people design routines, regulate dopamine, and build disciplined mornings. The links are in the description. High-performance mornings also require removing friction the night before. Preparation is discipline expressed in advance. Clothes ready, environment clean, phone away from the bed. When the morning requires fewer decisions, execution becomes automatic. Over time, something profound happens. You stop waking up feeling behind. You stop chasing the day. You start leading it. This is not motivation. It is alignment. The identity shifts quietly. You no longer see yourself as someone who tries to be productive. You become someone who honors structure. This identity compounds into every area of life: work, health, relationships, self-respect. Spiritually, mornings become a place of renewal instead of resistance. Silence becomes nourishing instead of uncomfortable. Discipline becomes grounding instead of restrictive. You realize that freedom does not come from doing whatever you want. It comes from controlling the conditions that shape your behavior. High performance is not intensity sustained by adrenaline. It is calm execution sustained by clarity. If your mornings feel heavy, rushed, or foggy, it is not because you lack discipline. It is because your system is overstimulated and understructured. Fix the sequence and the results follow naturally. Throughout this transformation, clarity emerged through ebooks that strengthened discipline, restructured habits, and helped rebuild mornings from the inside out. If you feel ready for that step, the links are in the description. Do not underestimate the first hour of your day. It is the foundation on which everything else rests. When the mind changes, the body responds. When the body aligns, life transforms. Like the video, subscribe to the Mind Forge, and start forging your days before the world touches your mind.